Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. My name is Muhammad Nazmi Aizat bin Muhammad Razif, B08210164. Today we're going to talk about preparation of manuscript for setup procedure in commercial fiber optic. So on abstract is communication has become extremely crucial and indispensable in today's environment. Communication encompasses several processes including information creation, transmission, receptions, and interceptions. For example, the most popular thing nowadays is the fiber optic, which is capable of transmitting data quicker due to the greater data rate transmission. For introduction, fiber optic cable is a type of cable that transmits data by converting electronics impulse to light signal faster than electrical lines. It consists of cable jackets, straightening fiber, coating, and cabling. With the core being the most important component, fiber optic may also be used to transmit information such as image, video, and data over long distance and over land. The fiber optic is quicker than traditional cable internet. Fiber optic installation may be divided into two types, indoor and outdoor.
Okay, thank you, Nas, for your introduction. Now, I will be moving on to the literature review. My name is John Richard. My battery number is B082 110066. Now, I will talk about the literature review. So in this project, my fiber optic communication has been primarily used for distributed automatic system for large bandwidth and dielectric immunity encounter in designing and implement fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable can be installed indoors and outdoors in different installation process. Outdoor cables are directly buried or pulled or blown into the conduit or in the duct. It is installed aerially between poles, while the indoor cables can be installed in raceway, cable trail, or placed in hangers, pulled into conduit, or in a duct, or blown through special ducts with compressed gas. The installation process is depend on the nature of the installation and the type of the cable being used. Fiber optic cable is designed to pull with greater force than copper wire, and it pull correctly uh, when pulled correctly. But excess stress may harm the fibers and potentially causing eventual failure. Now, I will talk about the methodology. So we have three different methodology here. I'll talk about the first one. Let's start with the first one. The first one is pre-installation checklist. So we first research the correct type of fibers and armor jacket before start of project. We need to adhere to the cable manufacturer's recommendations to verify the cable length to ensure it is sufficient for the intended run, thereby avoiding the need for splicing fiber and necessitating special protection for the splice. And before commencing the installation, we need to conduct a thorough assessment of the route to identify the installation methods and potential obstacles that may encounter. So we're moving on to the second methodology, which is a post-installation checklist. First, we need to perform continuity testing to ensure the accuracy of fiber routing and polarization and verify the adequacy of documentation. We need to conduct end-to-end insertion loss testing using an optical loss test set, power meter, and source. So we then use a fiber optic microscope to inspect the connection for any contamination or damage that may occur during installation. And OTDR, or optical time domain reflectometer testing, should be employed to validate the cable installation, access splice performance, and troubleshoot any encounter problem. And here is the last of the methodology, which is safety rules during the fiber optic. So like most project out there, we should use PPE or personal protective equipment, such as safety glove, safety glasses, glove, and other gear to safeguard against potential hazards. And also need to handle fiber optic with care, avoiding excessive bending or contamination of exposed fiber ends, because fiber normally is quite expensive, so we need to save costs. And then we need to adhere to the laser safety guidelines when working with active optical components. We try to avoid, we should avoid any direct eye contact and using laser safety goggle if necessary. And lastly, as usual, we should not smoke or vape while working with any working with fiber optic system. Uh, that's all from me for now. I'll give to my teammates Barry for the result and the discussion. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Barry. Right now, I'm going to talk about the result and discussion. Nowadays, we are using fiber optic cable to perform a high-speed data transmission in telecommunication system. Fiber optic cable can be installed indoor or outdoors. We are doing some research on indoor installation for fiber optic cable. The indoor installation is ranging from fiber distribution point (FDP) to a optical network unit (ONU). There will be two types of indoor installation of optic fiber cable, which are overhead wire and underground wire. Installation overhead means the fiber optic cable installed on the post, and installation underground means the fiber optic cable installed safely underground. Before installation of optic fiber cable, we can discuss a few precautions that need to be taken. Firstly, we need to wear the proper protective aprons, safety glasses, and safety helmets. Referring to the figure below shows the proper attire when doing the installation for the optic fiber cable. And the right side, the figure in the right side, which is the proper attire, which we need to wear when doing the installation for optic fiber cables. Next, secondly, another safety precaution needs to be taken when doing overhead cable installation is to make over the make sure the ladder is stable and follow the SOP. We need to use the ladder to reach to the post and make the connection from user fiber termination board FTB to fiber distribution point FDP. The slope between the ladder and the post must be in the ratio of 1.1 to 4, means the horizontal line between the ladder and the post are 1 meter away, and vertical line between the post and the ground are 4 meters away. Another method to stabilize your ladder is to tie it securely to the post at the top of the ladder, or can use the ladder with rubber feet so that it has a maximum grip to the ground. And the diagram at the left means the slot between the ladders and posts must be in the ratio of 1 to 4. Next, since we are focusing on the indoor installation of optic fiber cable, there are few important elements in the passive optical network (PON), starting from fiber distribution point (FDP) to optical network unit (ONU). First one is the fiber distribution point (FDP) is a kind of FTTX and very similar to fiber to the curb (FTTC) or fiber to the node. It moves the end of the fiber optic cable to within meters of the boundary of the user's premises in last possible junction box. And this is the diagram of FDP. And next, fiber wall socket (FWS) is a compact fiber terminal for use at the final fiber termination point in the user's premise. And the second diagram is the fiber wall socket. Next, we are going to look at the fiber termination box (FTB). Fiber termination box is a tiny fiber management product which is used in FTTH cabling. This is the fiber termination box (FTB). And next one is the fiber optic splitter, also known as a bin splitter. It is based on a quartz substrate of an integrated waveguide optical power distribution device. And this is the fiber optic splitter. And lastly, the last element in the PON, which is the passive optical network, is the optical network unit (ONU). ONU is the optical terminal device in the fiber access network, which can be provide users with multiple service interface, and this is the optical network unit, ONU. And that's all from me. Thank you.
So in conclusion, according to the journal's paper, fiber optic is a flexible, transparent fiber made by pulling glass, silica, or plastic to a diameter slightly bigger than a human hair. Furthermore, the fiber optic installation technique should be carried out in accordance with the professional instructions to minimize tiny and significant mistake caused by the high installation expensive. Finally, before commencing the fiber optic installation method, make sure that all safety precautions are placed. That's all. Thank you.